That was Brown Minds, my guys, man, from the Brown Print right there, man. Shouts out to my boys, Brown Minds. We had them over here, too big in AD. What's up, Cookster? How you feeling?
I feel great, man.
You feel great. You
I
better
feel
feel
good.
great, man.
I
It's
feel great.
Sunday. We got a special guest with us right here. One of the hosts of the Rodriguez show.
Always a pleasure.
The Rodriguez Show.
Hey everybody!
C-Rod.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
C-Rod.
Hey, hey! It's happy to be here. Fun hanging out with you guys. I listened to the show before, obviously, because I was recording it, and you guys talked about adult diapers, so I'm glad I missed that.
Adult
Hey, bro,
diapers.
I'm just letting you know for preparation in the future because I'll be rocking them soon, maybe. You know,
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Caesar, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen, bro.
It's gonna happen, man. It's
Oh
gonna
god,
happen.
that's like my worst nightmare.
I know you're a young man, but it's gonna happen, bro. And when you hit, what am I, 40?
What? I'm already in my 40s. What are you talking about?
Well, when does it change?
Oh, for the change of the transition?
where
Yeah.
you can't do it on your own.
When you can do it on your own?
When you thinking you might need diapers,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know,
and
bro.
not an event where you're getting chased by cholos, but I mean you're like, oh, damn, something might happen.
What you call that?
Crowning.
No,
it's crowning. The little turtle wants to come out.
IBS,
Irritable bowel.
irritable
syndrome.
bowel syndrome.
Oh yeah, I feel like I have that. I have to go at like
Unfortunately.
weird times, and like you said, it's like one of the most nerve-wracking times
Yeah,
of your
yeah.
life.
It's
I'm like,
like
holy shit.
the suspense music comes out in the background. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you hear it in your head. You're like, oh my god.
Where
It
do I
sounds-
go?
what Spanish music do you hear?
It's like Independence Day. Those.
Like
This is a life or
Apocalypto?
death
Yeah,
situation.
yeah.
Oh man, how did we get into that?
I don't know, bro. We
conversation?
just came to that conversation of diapers, but hey, that gets to show you that in life, man, I'll be ready for it.
You got,
Fuck
yeah,
it,
you got to
know.
figure out what to do.
You see
Caesar,
cooks are one in diapers, you know, that'll be the day.
you remember? Do you remember that story where an astronaut had an affair
Yes.
with another astronaut, and she drove?
Hey, she's a top 10 toxicas of all time, bro.
She drove. It was
Yeah,
an adult diaper, right?
You remember Cesar? You remember that one, right?
Yeah, that's
She
somebody
drove.
determined.
She was ready.
Hey, bro, she was ready, bro. She's
was
non-stop
ready.
driving. She didn't care, bro.
She was the first Karen in history.
No, one of the top 10 toxicas of all time, bro. That came out on ESPN, too.
It did.
just messing.
Those were different type of Ultima vibes.
Mm-hmm.
That lady had a 401k.
That's funny.
Bro.
That's crazy though. They also said that an astronaut cannot ejaculate in space in
Really?
fear of the women becoming pregnant in space. So I guess there's no gravity.
Well, now that you came to back, the sex, has that happened in space?
Yeah.
Do astronauts have sex with each other?
They do. Well, some of them they told the guys to
For
not masturbate
For the sake of science.
for the
Well,
sake
because
of
he's saying like if you masturbate, then the jizz is gonna fly through the thing, and
It's
then
gonna flood.
and it's gonna go straight into another female astronaut's vagina, and then they're
don't
just
know
gonna
how.
get pregnant.
they said. Google it. Find out.
Well,
man.
if you
I
see
did
the
not.
drops of water become, so you see a big old ball of.
Ball. Baby, it's a boy. That baby's a boy.
Ah, man.
Damn.
Well, that's a good question. Has that happened?
They've had to tell him not to because of it. Who knows? And you know what? Why don't they just take premeditated measures and tell them, hey, you know what? You need to go on a pill if you want to go on this.
Yeah.
Or be like, hey,
No,
FYI, you have a chance.
Scientists, people that
might
go,
end up
astronauts
pregnant.
that go over there, but pretty much so focused on.
They've taken a monkey up in space, right?
That's a while back, bro.
What if that motherfucker ejaculates?
I don't
Oh my
know, man.
God.
Why you coming up with that shit, man?
What?
Damn, man.
Little
a horny-ass monkey in
Yeah,
space.
He can't control himself. You know, he just wants to get bug wild, man.
No, we'll talk about Ray J now.
Yeah, they're talking about Ray J.
Ray
instead.
J and Chris Jenner.
Let's go back down to earth a little bit. You know?
There's no way I'd be able to watch if Chris Jenner watching Ray J and Kim. Unbelievable. She's like, yes, my daughter's gonna be the next big thing now.
Wow.
The train of thought, and this dude, he has receipts. How could you deny receipts and signatures?
I don't know, man. That's how people in the upper elite think, man.
Yeah,
know.
so I mean, In other news, rest in peace to the Queen. The Queen,
Oh,
she
yeah.
passed away the other day.
Finally, she died at 96.
96 years old.
Yeah, she had a
Damn.
full life, bro.
Yeah, man.
I don't feel bad for her.
I know.
You
It
know,
was a good long life.
it was a good long life, so it wasn't as tragic as her daughter-in-law. You know?
You really think they killed her? Princess Diana, we're speaking of-
theoretically speaking, I think they found ways for her to die.
They made that happen, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so like, let's get this drunk driver and pick her up, pressure her with the media, and
Yeah.
she's trying to run away, and
Was it because she was dating a Muslim?
yeah, I guess because she
Remember
was.
that they didn't like that.
No. I
Then-
think it's because she was the black sheep of the
But
royalty.
even then, man, the people were hooking up inside their own building with people downstairs. But
In the royalties, man, the royals are a trip, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I know they're probably racist. I know for
Oh
sure.
yeah. No this out.
yeah, man, the
No this out. But
the stories that are coming out,
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
We were blinded by this. I was a young kid when respect the queen, yes, do this, do that, yes.
Yeah, but
then you hear these stories.
they are a prolific media trained, so they know what to do when the media's there.
Yeah.
You know, if you see Prince William and everybody, they know what to do when the camera's on.
Wow.
So whatever behind the scenes, it's not actually whatever you see on the picture. It's not actually them.
That is crazy. Well, I'm glad we got the cameras on us because we got Cesar Rodriguez.
The
I was-
Rodriguez Show.
Hey.
It's always a pleasure, man.
Oh, yes. It's fun hanging out with you guys.
Yeah.
So how you been, brother?
Good, yeah. Just doing the Rodriguez show every week. Like I've been doing for a while now. And recently, I started putting myself out there for people to record podcasts. So like, if somebody's out there listening and they want to do their own show, I'm available to do that. They can hit me up at I am Cesar Rod on Instagram to get that conversation started. And it's Cesar Cesar. Yeah, and then I've also been doing a podcast with my wife called Carla and Caesar's Modern Life, and where we talk about we do self-help stuff. So we're learning about ourselves and like how to be better people for each other, I guess, and for ourselves.
Has
And-
has that enlightened you?
yeah, I think it has helped. Like it helps me react to things better than before. Like because like the kind of stuff that's gonna set you off because you know yourself better. you know?
Yeah.
So I think that knowledge does help.
Caesar, we need to have you both in here because I'm freshly married and I see it. I see your stories and I see it. I was like, hey,
Yeah.
one thing that I hear the most is that I need to be a better listener.
Mm-hmm.
All men need to be better listeners. Has your show helped you with that? I mean, I'm not saying that you had that issue whatsoever, but have you
Yeah.
become more understanding?
Yeah, I think so. I think with me and my wife, we kind of already have a solid understanding, so it's easier. But it has helped me interact with other people,
Yeah.
like people that with the Rodriguez show. There's a lot of people that try to come at you a certain way, like because they feel entitled to something. And
Oh,
I've learned to
shit.
be more patient with that, like with people like trying to be like, let me be on because I know you, and it's like it doesn't work like
play
that.
my song.
Yeah, stuff like that. But just like that, where it's like I understand because at first I thought it would bother me, but it's like, well, they're interested so much in the thing that they really want to be on the show and stuff like that, so I can only take that as a compliment. So like learning like why it makes me upset when I'm trying to do that too in other situations, like I'm trying to be like, hey, give me a chance to do this for your show, or give me like I'm also eager for an opportunity, so it
Yeah.
makes sense.
It-
Yeah.
It opens up another window into your life, and it shows me more of you than I know of you in the
Yeah.
Rodriguez show. I think you open up the curtains more when you're with your wife, when you guys are talking about current things that are going on, and you guys are actually like discussing certain things, and you guys are reacting to things.
Yeah.
It shows me more of you, bro.
Thanks. Yeah, I feel like I do open up more in that because it is more of like, instead of it being like a radio show where we're talking about music, it's more like just what have you been up to, like to each other. It's a chance for us too to like check in with like how we feel as well. So yeah, I definitely think it's a different side of me on that
Yeah.
show.
I'll probably save it when you guys come here to the show. But there's one thing that I drive my wife crazy. I always like planting seeds,
Mhm.
mental seeds. I love doing that. I can't get away from it. Like if I tell you something that I see that something's wrong, and if I bring it out to you, you might take it offensive, but in a way, I want you to see it for yourself, for you won't take it offensive, for you could be able to determine
Yeah.
what what is evolving right here is actually kind of wrong. Like I'm not cool with this, but I'm gonna let you decide later.
Yeah.
So I be doing that stuff, and she tells me she hates that about me, man. But I can't get away from it.
Yeah.
All I could do is just plant seeds and let you determine it.
Yeah, and I think that's something that's tough. I think it's like instead of trying to plant the seeds, it's better just to be direct sometimes.
Yeah.
But it can be hard to communicate when like you don't want to upset the other person either. Like that's tough.
And I tried it, and I think sometimes I set it up for
yeah, being direct. It's always a good thing, but sometimes could be misinterpreted.
It could be taken the wrong way.
Even if you're being direct.
Yeah.
And it's all about the communication that you have with the person and how they interpret it.
One thing I've learned in my marriage is I can't expect everybody to think like me, and I can't expect the entire evening to go as I probably picture it.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain things. So what I've been doing, like, hey, you know what? Let's avoid this. In order to avoid this, we're not gonna partake in these people. All that noise, all that outside noise, we've never made it to this position if we let that noise in.
Yeah.
So I have to be real about it. But my wife still wants to spend a lot of time with her family, and you gotta pick and choose, right?
Yeah.
And the crazy part about it, the long story is like, okay, it's not I told you so, because I'm not always right.
Yeah.
But it ends up being like, that's why I was kind of like preventing stuff.
This is why I was trying to like hesitate.
And I was like, hey, you know what? We probably shouldn't do this. We probably shouldn't. So those are those things where I try to be like, hey, I'll use another reference in order for her to see it, because when she sees it, she might be able to relate to it more instead of me telling her and taking offense to it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's tough. Hey, those are relationships, though.
It's tough to balance it. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got that show going on. You got the Rodriguez show. You are filming. You're editing editing shows. You're being able to promote yourself that way and offer your services that way. What else you got going on?
So I also do on Saturday nights. I produced a show called Saturday Nights with Curtis Winfield, and it's just like a show where we mix like disco, soul, and oldies kind of thing.
Very funky.
Yeah.
And what station is?
It's his 101 Radio.
Oh, it's 101. Oh, wow.
Yeah. I started doing it like a month in just to like practice, mixing that kind of music just for fun. And I thought like if I do this every week on Saturdays, like I hold myself accountable to at least practicing that skill for fun. So it's not really like it's a show that I do for the station, and it's like I care about it, but it's also like just a fun way to spend like Saturday afternoon. I recorded it in the afternoon, and then it airs at 8:00 at night.
Yeah. Who comes up with the playlist? Because it is out of this world. The playlist is legit. It's a good playlist.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, so I pick all the music for it, and then I try to like mix it on an iPad. It's tough because I have the DJ equipment. I just let my friends that are actual DJs borrow it, so I'm just using an iPad and doing it for fun. So it's like mixed a little bit, not like I'm not like Mondo or anything, from the Rodriguez show where he's like great at DJ. I'm just doing this just for fun.
Yeah, it's a great skill to have too.
Yeah,
at least to have the basics.
Yeah.
Hey, shouts out to Mondo, man. I know.
Yeah, shouts out to him, man.
Hey, you heard the mix?
Yeah, man. He gets down.
He does get down.
Yeah.
So the show, you sent me the YouTube link to it, and I was able to listen to it. And I'm like, okay, it's dude, you're really showing your different sides. You're really showing, your personal side, a fun side. I think the Saturday night one, it's a fun. It's a really fun. It's like a little bit carefree.
Mm-hmm.
You're not just throwing stuff on the wall and seeing if it sticks. You're having fun with it. Yeah. What brought you to wanting to do it though? Like, what was it?
So yeah, with this whole like Saturday nights thing, I make it sound like it's live at like a bar or something, and I'm just doing it myself. And the whole
Nobody
idea,
has to know, but
yeah. I just like to create that atmosphere because I like the idea of sound design. I used to do a show where I would write scripts and my friends would act them out, and I would like make it sound like it was raining and people were arguing in the rain, stuff like that. So I wanted to do a little bit of that for this show, but then I also wanted to like just do the fun part, which is just mixing the music. And so that's why I did that. I just wanted to have fun with it. And it is kind of like carefree because sometimes I'm like, how am I going to play this song into this song? But it's like, it doesn't matter. I'm just testing it out. It's just fun. And yeah, I mean, it's just the fact that it's on Hits 101 radio just helps me like show it to people easier. And now that YouTube is letting you put DJ mixes up, it's even easier to listen to something that like you don't have to hear it live, you know?
Yeah, I was hearing it. I was like, which bar is he at? Do you name the bar? The bar is what's it called?
The bottom line bar. Yeah, I just thought it sounded cool, so I just named it that.
The bottom line bar, man. And I was all like, okay, okay. And I was like, damn. I was like, I liked it. I liked the whole visuals. I like when artists, speaking of music, create an album. We had Rick and Naughty 2 weeks ago. We're album heads, and we're saying like, dude, I just want to either drive and listen to an album or close my eyes and visualize an album. And that was one of those things that you were able to with the Saturday night show. What was it called again? I'm sorry.
Saturday Nights with Curtis Winfield.
Curtis Winfield.
I just call it Saturday Nights. It's fine.
And I was like, I was listening to it, but it took me there where I was in the bar. I was feeling that shit. I was all like, hell yeah, man. I like that.
Yeah. I mean, that's the goal, is to make it feel like you're there, and that's why I do it. It's just so people can like. It's like if you're like doing something like cleaning or something in your house, like this is like something that's gonna help you like do it, like just chill out and listen to music. Because it's all like stuff from the '70s. I try to get like hip hop like original samples too. Like if like Mos Def samples a song, I get the song that he sampled and I play that song instead. So it's like for people that like hip hop, you're more familiar with it because it's like, oh, I've heard this as a hip hop song.
Yeah.
It was sampled, but the originals are sometimes even better than the hip hop song that was sampled.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. There's a Corrupt song that I always go to, and I listen to the Corrupt song just where I could get the feel of the actual song that he sampled, and I'll listen to that one, and it takes me a while to find it, but it's such a dope song.
Which one is it?
I don't know the name of it. I would have to go into the
Corrupt.
It's a Corrupt song. It came out on the Against the Grain. It was a Death Row release.
Oh.
When they were beefing with Snoop Dogg, and it was an old song. I'll find it here, but that's one of those things where you hear it. We were having a conversation with Rick and Naughty where I was saying like certain artists always want to freestyle to the same old beats, the same old beats, the Mobb Deep, Shook ones. They want to bust a freestyle. And he mentioned something, well, they have that new crowd where they didn't grow up with Shook ones. We grew up with Shook ones. So I was all like, okay, it made sense.
Yeah.
So everybody that sampled Rick James and everybody, James Brown, we know the sample, but somebody else might be like, oh, this is super cool, but it's kind of like a reintroduction to them,
Yeah, I was thinking about that today too. I was like, I feel like there's people that were born 20 years ago that don't even know about music from the 70s. Some people do. I mean, like, I'm sure a lot of people, but like a lot of songs on TikTok go viral, and you're like, oh, that song's like from 40 years ago, and people now are thinking it's like a new song or something.
They put memes on songs from the 80s. There was a song from the 80s, from the girl singing. I forgot the name. But it shows in a lot of TikTok. You know how TikTok goes into the Instagram, you'll be able to watch it. Yeah, a lot of 80s songs, 90s. Like, dude, they have that thing became a meme already. Like,
like that shit's old.
It's from the 80s.
Wu-Tang Forever.
I
think it's a TikTok.
Because
my girls are repeating it. They're repeating part of the Wu-Tang Forever, and I'm like, the ODB, actually an ODB, and it's actual a TikTok loop. Whatever they do, and I'm like, okay.
Hey, do artists get money for that?
I don't know. Well, no, they do.
I think they do on TikTok.
They do, right?
They do. Shouts out to Dolly Girl. They sample her intro to a Chola song. It's like her doing her thing, Dolly Girl. I'll find it, but it's the most done, and then people will act it out just like it's fucking dope. It's very flattering,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man. And I was like, all right.
Oh, and it's like that guy Dogface who got popular with that Fleetwood Mac song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's one of the songs I played on the show yesterday too.
Oh, you did?
Nights. Yeah.
Yes.
I went a little more like classic rock on this one, but I try to mix it all up because it's all as long as I should try to say like as long as it's like older than the '90s, like it's fair for the show.
Yeah,
it's all old anyway.
It's like, man, now you got me. I'm gonna play it. Can I get into it, man? I'm gonna see if it plays right now without any hesitation, man. I said, hold on, let me hit this one. I'm messing at. We have how could I say it, man? We have the pleasure of using your soundboard today.
Oh yeah. So what I recorded on it's called the Zoom PodTrack 8 and P8, and it's fun to use. It has like sound effects built in, and I started using this at the beginning of the year, and it's been like the easiest thing to get to record podcasts. I mean, it's not really for like music shows, but I made it work for music shows. Like you can Bluetooth anything on it, so it's for phone calls, but it takes it like perfect. The music plays perfectly.
Dude.
Oh, you take phone calls in your show?
I not often. We used to during the pandemic for like 2 years. It was all FaceTime calls, and we recorded them on YouTube. And
so how would you record those? I'm sorry, Cesar. How would you record the Zoom calls and then post them on it? You just
for that one,
it was session.
It was like a screen recording, basically their side of it, and then I had a camera on myself, so I'd be screen recording the iPad so I can get the FaceTime video from the iPad, and then I'd be recording myself, and then I just had to edit them together.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was like a year and a half of just guests like that.
And you haven't taken a Sunday off. I mean, not a Sunday because of Sunday Skool Show. But you haven't taken a Rodriguez show off
Friday
since.
Yeah, no, never. We've never taken one. Even during the pandemic, we still recorded from home, or we eventually we came back to the studio. But yeah, in the 7 years, we've never missed a Friday.
Wow,
That's
man,
crazy.
nothing but credit, man.
I know, man.
It's not easy. It's not
kept
easy.
it consistent during the 2020 year.
Yeah.
Hey, man, for reals, and then you're offering your services. Obviously, you're doing well with it. We did it for OG Suicide.
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of good feedback from it.
Yeah, it was. I usually can record full podcasts for people, but what I did for you guys was I made the little clips for social media, so like reels and stuff, and I can do that too. It's just it's cool because I can record. I have access to the Hits 101 radio studio, so people can book that for their podcast recording session. But like everything that we use today, that we're using right now to record the show, I put in a box and I take it with me. So I can basically do it anywhere if like you're in Southern California and you want to do a podcast and stuff like that.
It'll work. Hey, shouts out to Cesar, man. Get at your boy, man. Get at your boy.
Yeah.
They're gonna see it, man. They're gonna see it because they always ask, "How'd you get this? How'd you get that?" So, like, we had a conversation beforehand where we're like, "Hey, man, I'm just gonna push them to you."
Yeah.
Whoever we have coming in, scheduling, I'm gonna offer that to them, and I'm like, "Hey, man, this is the person.
That.
We'll get you going and we'll get you in." It's crazy that we were talking about it, how we're doing clips.
Mm-hmm.
I saw something online where it said the attention span of people are more based on clips now.
Yeah.
It's trending towards, all right, give me the information, give me what I need, go to the next clip. And it's like Instagram, TikTok, and stuff like Snapchat and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's why even YouTube, like if you want to get views on YouTube, you have to put up shorts, and they're like a minute-long video, and that's the only way you're going to get attention. I mean, that's why I don't even want to do like videos that are like portrait, but you have to because you have to make them TikToks and Reels, and that's how you get views. You don't get any views on like regular widescreen videos anymore.
That's crazy.
You just have to adapt.
I know, man. I looked at I was recording when my interview came up. I was a guest at the Rodriguez show.
Yeah.
And I was seeing the clips. Like, dude, you really pulled out the red carpet for me because I was seeing a lot of clips coming in, and I'm like, cool. And people, we do the Sunday Skool Show. Me, Cookser, and people know we have a Sunday Skool Show.
Yeah.
And I was being interviewed in the Rodriguez show, which you could catch every Friday at 10 a.m. on Hits 101 Radio. You could actually go on the Apple or Spotify and follow
YouTube too.
YouTube, the Rodriguez show, and I was getting so much feedback from it.
Yeah,
it was crazy. I'm like, dog, I host my own show too. I was like, where is the love, man?
Yeah.
But they were seeing me from the other side of it. They were seeing me not as a host, but as an artist.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you the truth, man. It felt really well. It felt really good. And then the show came on, and people were watching. And people were intrigued. And I'm listening to you right now. Where are you? Because I had taken that day off, the day that it aired, because I was gonna record. Okay. So I was like, "Oh, you're at the station." I'm like, "No, I'm actually recording, but thanks for listening."
Yeah.
And it was a trip, man. You guys beat us at the ratings.
But it's cool. I mean, you can't really lose if you're a part of that show that week. So
it was a trip, though.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I mean, I like to the guests will give us content, so I try to give them a good experience when they're here, and we usually just have them in for 20 minutes, interview and perform it, and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not nobody. Cookster is more than me because he's the brains of this.
No, I'm not, dude. I'm just a tag along.
No, man. Cookster, he knows about music. When you were talking about guitars, he's the one that told me how to what is it, that A, B, C, or what is it, the keys that you hold on the top of the guitar to get a certain sound.
Oh, okay.
The A power chords?
Power chords or not, just regular cowboy chords. And on the first 3 frets.
Oh, okay.
Just learn those, bro. You make songs.
It's true. Yeah. So you only need 3.
And he would tell me that what was it? The same steps of making a song for the time period. If you're using a Spanish guitar, this is what it's known for.
Yeah.
The certain riffs that people are used to. You remember all the Mexican songs? Dun dun dun.
You're showing you the basic riffs.
I'm trying to learn that. I'm trying to learn the Mexican stuff.
Are you?
Yeah. It's once you get the rudiments and the basics of it, you pretty much know everything.
And I didn't know there was much to it. I mean, I didn't know there was so much to it because it seems simple, but if you don't know, no sabes. You're just like, how the fuck am I gonna do this?
I've been trying to play guitar for the last 21 years. I'm still learning, bro.
Yeah.
I tried Spanish classical music. Can't even play 2 pieces, bro. It's so hard.
Which one are you trying to get into, Cesar?
I'm just trying to play this rock guitar,
rock guitar,
the classic rock guitar.
That's the way to go.
Just for fun.
That's the way to go.
What kind of amp are you working with right now?
Just like a little one. I don't even practice in it. I just want to practice because it's tough to even learn the finger, where to put your fingers and stuff. That's what I'm trying to learn right now because I'm I figured once I get that stuff down, then I'll figure out how does it sound after. As long as I get everything accurate.
It's all about putting your fingers in the right place.
Does it give you a different mindset when you see someone come in with a guitar and they're singing and playing the guitar at the same time?
I could never do that. I have so much appreciation for people that do that. That's amazing. I don't know. It's so hard to even play the guitar.
One of your guests, girls guests, I forgot Riley.
Kira.
Yeah, she got down,
she was
bro.
really
I
good.
saw her. Yeah, she got down.
She's amazing.
Yeah, that guitar, that plucking technique is crazy.
It's crazy.
She's funny though. On her Instagram, she posts where people post videos of different sounds that are making beats. So this was a wood thing being carved slowly, and it made a beat that was drums, and then she played guitar on top of it.
Yeah, I think she put some thing on some vegetable or something.
Zucchini.
Zucchini, yeah.
Yeah, she had a music machine where she attached pieces of it to the zucchini and it played music. It's crazy. She's really inventive when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah,
that is a trip, man, and it's not easy.
No,
it's not easy.
I think it's practice, bro. The more you put into practice, you'll be alright.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I wanna learn the piano. For me, I'm always I always want to learn the piano. I know somebody told me the way I play the piano, there is some kind of fucking there's something to it, but they said you play jazz. When you do piano, I'll be fucking with the keys. And I'm like, dude, I don't even know any of these. I don't know what this means. I don't know what that means. I know these are the black keys. I know these are the white keys. I know the black keys between these keys are going to sound like this because I mess with them. But I want to learn actually the right way of playing the piano.
Yeah.
And then, no. The way you play it, just keep playing it because that's jazz. That's jazz. Like,
all right.
That's what I say. I'm like, all right, man, can you give me a beat drum now? And I start fucking with the beat drums. Yeah. But the guitar was hard
and stuff. Yeah.
Dude, I got my son a guitar. Was it a Gibson Esquire or what was it? The one that I got C-Mac?
No, you got like a little a Stratocaster, small one with the amp. It had multiple sounds on it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a decent one.
Yeah.
Guitar Center.
Yeah.
You know, like the ones that come all put together and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
I just got a little amp too. It had little sounds on it. I don't want to be buying pedals, bro.
Nah.
No, they're too expensive.
You don't think the pedals give you more of a...
Yeah, if you want to show off, oh, look at my pedals, bro. I got the Buzz one, and I got this one, bro. And I was going to show how big...
Look at my pedals.
Yeah, look at my pedals, bro.
my big bass guitar.
Yeah, but they have... I mean, for me, there's amps that have those kind of sounds already, so you could just turn the knob, you'll be able to play it. I mean, you wouldn't be a professional guitarist. You have the pedals, and you'll be stepping on them with your foot, and it looks good on you, but...
That was deep. That was deep,
he felt that one.
That was deep.
Yeah.
You had that one for a while.
What?
That feeling towards pedals.
Well,
How expensive are they?
they're like go for like $100-$200, bro.
Fuck.
Just one sound alone. Like the Buzz, I mean, it gives you good sound. Oh, it's the quality of the sound, bro. Get out of here, man.
Just spending money.
You're spending money on pedals. You could get it in one simple amp and it give you all the sounds. It depends how deep you are in the music too.
Yeah.
If you're out there and playing music and playing gigs, yeah, you get the pedals, bro. But if you're just gonna be at your house,
Fucking
be
around.
rocking it, just get the amp. It has all the sounds. The one you had already. That's what I got. I got a little Fender amp. It had like 30 sounds on it.
Let's go.
Just fuck around with it and shit.
Find the one you
If
need.
it
Be
sounds
creative.
good,
Be
be
creative.
creative, man.
Hell yeah, man.
It has 30 pedals in one little amp.
You didn't come over here with your guitar?
No, I'm far away from that. Like I
Come on, Caesar. We need to.
Hey, I came to the studio with my guitar. I took it to
You
him.
did?
Yeah, I did.
It sounded good, man. I played him a song.
I told him, hey, dude, let's play a song acoustically. I'll bring an acoustic song, and
Nice.
Hey,
What song did you play?
It was 714
we
days,
we just improvised on the 714 days. I got a couple chords that probably sound similar to what he had.
Nice.
and I wanted to record the acoustic version.
Yeah.
And
And it's still in progress.
still in progress. It's 7, 9, 10 years ago.
Hey, I'm still available, baby.
That's right, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, man, but for reals, so you got the Rodriguez show. You got Saturday night. You're doing production, editing.
You're busy, Cesar.
Dude.
You're busy, bro.
Yeah, I mean, busy. And I'm still trying to find a job too. On top of that, like I want to get some more stable income.
Yeah.
Because I have a few clients now with the podcasting, and that's good. And I would like for that to be my full time thing, but I don't have enough clients yet. So hit me up if you want me to do that for you.
Get at my boy Cesar, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can follow me at I am Cesar Rod, and that's where you can make that happen. And just hit me up, and I don't even have to be there. I have clients where they just send me the stuff and I edit it. So
Yeah.
it takes it. And even if you're like, oh, I want to make a podcast and I can do that, but I don't want to do the social media stuff, I can do that too.
And shoot it on there. I know, man. I had so many people. Everybody that comes through the Sunday Skool Show, they really want that video content.
Mm-hmm.
They want everything. The way you set it up is stress free.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I like about it. That's why I like working with you. Just because like it's stress free. I know it's gonna get taken care of. All I got to do is just upload it on my page.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. And people are gonna start seeing it a lot more. Coming from the Sunday Skool Show, so authentic, and Cooks are over here, man. I know Cooks are. He's all like, man. When the first day you were kind of a little intimidated by the cameras.
Yeah, I was, bro. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah. I felt like un vato de un ranchito,
That one's looking at you.
I know, bro. But, I got comfortable, man.
You got
Yeah.
comfortable. You
Yeah.
better now.
You better now. A couple drinks, be all right.
But that C-Rod, man.
That's C-Rod professional.
I know, man. Don, but we want to thank you, man, for coming through.
Yeah, thank you for
and
coming
being
through,
with
man.
us.
Oh yeah, of course,
Yeah.
Got you.
And definitely, obviously, it won't be the last time. But ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys reach out to him, man. I'm gonna post it on my page. And it's crazy though. It's crazy that I came out on your show and people were engaging, and then people will listen to it and they'll tell me about it, but they were looking at it in a different perspective, in a different light.
Yeah.
And that's what you're bringing to it. Your professionalism puts artists, your shows, people's podcasts, people's radio shows in a different light. So they should be reaching out to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah.
So for sure, man.
I can make it happen.
I know, man. We're gonna get at you people, man. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, no doubt. But hit up the Rodriguez show every Fridays at 10 in the morning.
Yep, Fridays, 10 a.m.
It's 101 radio, man.
How many hours is the show?
It's 2 hours.
It's 2 hours.
Sometimes it can go a little over. If
Yeah,
I feel like it.
I was tuned in for a little bit more on that day.
Yeah, that one's like 2 hours and 20 minutes. Sometimes
Yeah.
we go over a little bit.
Yeah, but I was tuned in. Yeah, that's what it counts, man. Sunday Skool Show. We out this piece. One.
Peace.
Thank you.